Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, hello. One, two, 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Are we live? Are we live? I think we're live. All right, guys. No fancy intro. No planned intro. We are just going to do a little quick market analysis. Don't know how many people are going to show up. Just a kind of an impromptu live stream. And so welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure you go and watch the video, the most recent video that I posted, and that'll kind of get you caught up with what we've been talking about the past couple days, maybe the past couple weeks, some of the cycles that we think are going to repeat. One of them being the altcoin season that happened, a little altcoin season teaser. According to this index, that happened in January to February, or January, February, March last year. So what I think is coming down the pipe here, because we had our consolidation, Januaries historically have had a slump in the post-halving years, and we're currently in a post-halving year. So we usually get a little bit of a slump, but then after the post-halving year, in the end of January is where we start to see the most parabolic recovery and big run on the price. So could this be it? Was that it? Right here, this 89,000, where we had a previous level marked at 88,008, where we're thinking, look, if this was going to be a level where Bitcoin could wick or liquidity get pushed down into an area, then it would be here. And then could that signify some strength in a Bitcoin recovery back into the 100,000 ranges? And then especially with, the inauguration of President Trump on the 20th. And then we also have this crypto ball that's going to be held and hosted by David Sachs, who is the new appointed crypto czar, on the 17th in Washington, D.C., where Coinbase and MicroStrategy, they're all sponsoring the event, or they're all going to be there. It's just going to be like this big crypto bash that they're going to be having before the inauguration. So I think so there's a lot of bullish things that are leading up to this inauguration event, and also there's going to be some things that Trump is enacting day one that has to do specifically with crypto, not just maybe it's something to do with foreign policy or with any of the things that are happening geopolitically, but specifically with crypto is going to be enacting some executive order. So I wonder what that's going to be. Maybe it has something to do with taxes, but then also it has something to do with maybe the Bitcoin strategic reserve, which everyone is speculating and trading on and doesn't want to be sidelined right now. And so that's the state of the market. So Bitcoin really did do a nice recovery. If you look on the 4-hour, looks really good. But if you look at the daily, probably had a decent daily close here. Close pretty good. On the 14th here, if we look at the daily, had a daily close at 96,523. That's pretty good. So not too bad for the daily close on Bitcoin. And so we're sitting above the 20 SMA on the Bollinger Band. So if we're eyeing some levels of where we could go, it's basically at the top of the band is 100,000. So this is where Bitcoin could be heading here for the coming week. What's interesting, though, is that the 20th, if we're looking at the 20th here being, what day is that? That's Monday. And so, that's going to be a really that's going to be a really volatile weekend because crypto is already volatile enough, but then pull it into an inauguration happening on Monday. Then we got the rest of this week, the weekend. There's going to be some volatility for sure going into the rest of this week, but hopefully it's volatility to the upside and we are going to get some, interesting. Like ETH, did ETH change its ticker logo? Or is that just for trading view purposes? That's interesting. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the Ethereum ticker logo has changed. Headband High said, I thought I was too early to AI tokens months ago and still think that. Yeah, no, we're probably still early with the AI stuff. According to, I didn't catch basically any of the Thread Guy, Raw Paul Twitch stream, but maybe we can go and clip around and see if we can get some sections. But basically, long story short, long AI, be bullish AI. So we're half there. We're half there. I think we've been very bullish on XYO. I think that's probably the one thing that we had been very kind of early on bullish on is, like ticker Bitcoin, XYO, Ponky, Pepe, Crow. These are the things we think we're relatively early on. But we're not. Our claim to fame isn't going to be that we're early on tokens. It's I don't think there's going to be any claim to fame at this point, guys. But either way, there's going to be some interesting things happening here in the next couple of days. But I found something really interesting. I thought this was funny to go through. This would be fun. So it's the evolution of the top 10 coins on CoinMarketCap's top 10 list through 2013 all the way up to 2023. So the 2023 list is fairly similar to the 2024 list, and then we'll look at now then what is the top 10 currently right now as of 2025 in January. So let's check this out. So 2013, we had Bitcoin, Ripple, which is now with XRP, Litecoin, Namecoin, PP Coin, Feathercoin, Novacoin. We got Primecoin, Terracoin, Devcoin. 2014 switched it up a little bit. We had Litecoin come up. We had it was Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, Peercoin, Dogecoin started to come into the mix now. But Dogecoin was created in 2013. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see, because I don't know if if anything has ever been flipped, or if anything ever flipped a Bitcoin at one point. All right, so let's say the early days of crypto were not known for creative coin names. So Namecoin was the name of the game back then. So the guys behind Mastercoin and Namecoin didn't try very hard. A potentially politically incorrect name was Blackcoin, but that's water under the bridge now. That's hilarious. Only one. Okay, so let's see. And then that was 2014. We had Darkcoin, Blackcoin, Mastercoin, Namecoin. Dogecoin. Love that, Dogecoin was one, obviously one of the earliest meme coins, but then there was something earlier than Dogecoin. It's actually called Lucky Coin and Barbecue Coin. So I think this might actually, we'll see if this ends up in the list. Because Barbecue Coin might end up in one of these top 10. I don't know if it ever got into the top 10 though. Let's see, 2015, you have Bitcoin, Ripple, Litecoin, Dash. Then you see Dash and Stellar Lumens. So Stellar Lumens, Dogecoin, and Stellar Lumens was one of those old coins that just last year, or it was like in November, whatever we had that saw the resurgence of the old coins getting that pump. The Stellar Lumens was one of those coins. And we have Dogecoin, NXT, BitShares. Let's see, Made Safe Coin. That sounds terrible. Made Safe Coin. That does not sound safe at all. Bank Shares. Oh yeah, let's link this. Yeah, it's CoinMarketCap. This is in their like Academy section that going down the history. Okay, so still no changes at the top spots. And then 2016, you have Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then you see Ethereum come into the mix. Then you have Ripple, Litecoin, Dash, Made Safe Coin, still in the top 10. Then Dogecoin, this Digix DAO, and then NEM, NEM, Steam. Are you, like some of these I am not familiar with, but let's see, 2017. So you got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Then NEM came up from the bottom from here, from on the 9th spot, and then all of a sudden was in the 4th spot. So I guess what I'm trying to show you guys here is the evolution of how things flip, flop, get market share, what things end up being talked about, or is the thing like Stellar, you got to think, all of a sudden Stellar Lumens comes in the mix, Ethereum comes into the mix. You see Ripple kind of stays in the top 3 for a little bit. You start to see, and then Monero comes up. You see Monero gets into the top 10 in 2017. Privacy starts to be, an issue. People start coming into the space with more, because of the fact that everything is, you can see everything on these other blockchains. Monero comes in, says, "Yo, let's change that up a little bit." And then 2018, you got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash. Then you got the forks, the Bitcoin forks. EOS had one of the biggest fundraisers of any crypto project, I think. It was like a record-breaking fundraising that they were able to raise tons of funds, but I don't know if that was ever put to good use. Litecoin, and then you see now in 2018, then you start to see Cardano. Cardano starts to come up into the mix. Then you have Tron, you got Stellar, IOTA. 2019, Cardano, Stellar, Tether. You start to see the stable coins come up in the mix. Tether, Binance Coin, get BNB, EOS, Litecoin, but Bitcoin Cash. Now it's not Ripple anymore. It's XRP. 2020, this is that crash year. Bitcoin, we got Ethereum, XRP, Tether. Now Tether starts to have the dominance of the of adding liquidity and being one of the primary dominant stable coins in the entire market. Then you got Bitcoin, Satoshi Vision, and Bitcoin Cash, 2 Bitcoin forks claiming to be the true Bitcoin coming into the top 10. Litecoin, Binance, EOS. Then you got Tezos. 2021, different story here. Now you got Cardano coming up in 2021. So now this is when, in 2020, in 2021, this is when I started to discover basically all of these coins right here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Binance. Wasn't really focused too much on XRP. It was because of the lawsuit. I think, once I got in, I remember like a friend of mine was said like, don't buy, they're in a lawsuit. Just, I don't know. It's a little dodgy. It's risky. So I just kind of just didn't even look into it. And then you have Dogecoin, Polkadot. That I went more of that route of the Polkadot Cardano route. Kind of was looking at Uniswap, but I went into the dashboard and I was like, this is too much. And then I kind of ignored it for a little bit, but then I started to get into it. All right, 2022. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB. You got now USDC coming up with market cap to compete with Tether for some stablecoin market dominance. Now, look at what's coming up now. Then you got Solana. Solana comes up into the mix. getting some market share. And then you see something like AVAX, $95. So 2023, really interesting. You saw Polygon, Solana, Cardano, XRP, BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin in that list in 2023. And then remind me, guys, of how it was looking in 2024. It was pretty similar to what it looks like here, but now let's look and see what is in the top 10 as of right now. We have Bitcoin at $1.9 trillion of market cap, sitting at the very top at 97,000. We actually just crossed over $97,000 per Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is actually trading pretty bullish tonight. Ethereum also trading pretty bullish, and XRP too. XRP is just trailing up here. All the normies talking about XRP. XRP going to $500. And then we have BNB at $700. Not too bad. Solana at 188. Dogecoin at 35 cents. We have USDC at $1 at $45 billion market cap. Cardano, and then Tron. So this is an interesting list. So a very comparable, I would say, this list right here is very comparable to maybe the 2022 list. Maybe a little bit of 2021. A little bit of a combination. Adding that Solana in there. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Very interesting how this top 10, and I wonder what is going to be in the top 10 towards maybe quarter 3, quarter 4 of this year. Very curious. Maybe Chainlink. I think maybe my best guess is that we have Pepe, Chainlink, AVAX, and Litecoin. Just jump up here. Litecoin comes back up. So it'll be Dogecoin, Litecoin, Pepe, Cardano, Chainlink, Solana, XRP. So I don't know. Is that going crazy? So we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, Chainlink, Pepe, AVAX, and then Tether, and then USDC, right? Could that be the top 10? What do you guys think? I mean, yeah, I guess if everyone is just talking about XRP, I guess you have to pivot and maybe get a little bit of XRP. It might be that time. It might just be that time. Because if it's 157 billion, and you think it's going to replace like a lot of banking, transactions, or they're going to be really nailing down those partnerships and being used as like a banking, like full banking ledger, then, and you got the DeFi aspect. I mean, people are going to, the degens are going to degen on XRP. It's possible. Well, here, because think about it. Well, okay, so normies or retail will buy XRP, but like I said, I really do believe this, Headband. I guess I'm just talking to you. Am I just talking to you? Am I just having a stream, just a conversation just between me and you? Okay, no, we have got some people. I was like, am I just talking to myself? I think that if the retail is going to pick and choose like what they were going to invest their money in, I think it might be Doge, because Doge has a lower market cap. It's got a lower everything about it looks low. Like, and it looks like a better deal. Like, I think people are about getting a better deal, and they're not really thinking about like what Headband might be thinking. Oh, like XRP, like the fundamentals, because like we probably as crypto people know the fundamentals about XRP. We're like, look, of course, like it's a sustainable ledger. You might have controversial thoughts about it if it's decentralized or centralized, or if it's evil or if it's not, or if they're working with the banks and it's not like a true crypto, like what could be like a crypto for the people. You could have all those arguments. I don't know. You could be on the fence, but that's not going to change the fact that the coin itself could still go to like $50. Like it could. I mean, it could. Yeah, and I mean, the all-time high. If we're looking at XRP, and we're gonna like give it like a price prediction here of where it could be heading in the next couple of months, especially because XRP is a American-based crypto company. So there's a lot of bullish sentiment and progression on cryptos that are in America. So American-based crypto companies are going to benefit from this administration and also not have crypto gains tax. Like that's going to be a thing. So potentially looking at a $5 XRP just in the short term here leading into March is a 92% move for XRP. There could be some substantial news breaks with XRP that could actually send the XRP army into a frenzy, sending it up to some pretty substantial heights. I mean, I could totally see this happening for XRP 100%. But I will say though, I mean, there in terms of the same bullish sentiment, you could use that same bullish sentiment going for Dogecoin because of the fact of the Department of Government Efficiency. You could say, hey, if I'm holding a bag of Doge going into like literally a Trump and Elon, helped administration in terms of efficiency and a lot and cutting the fat, like then the Doge narrative is just as big as the XRP narrative, if not almost bigger. And so if you're going to pick and choose, if you're like, hey, I would suggest, I mean, not financial advice, but I mean, it would be just probably smart to have a little exposure to XRP and Dogecoin because they're both playing on amazing strong narratives. Dogecoin is a chain and also a meme. You could probably go deep into Dogecoin in the ecosystem or just hold Doge. XRP, you can just hold XRP and call it a day, or you can go deep like Headband is and get into the memes, use the ledger. You can. So either way, I think having the exposure is good, and then give it some time, marinate. But right now, before everyone's truly jumping in, because everyone's just talking right now. Like the thing that Headband is pointing out is that people are just talking. They're not buying. They're just talking. Like the normies are just a lot of talk. They're talking about XRP, but if you were to ask them, well, are you buying any? They would tell you probably most likely not yet. So normies ain't moving the chart right now. I'm sorry, but like the chart that you're seeing currently is not by retail all of a sudden deciding that they want to start buying crypto. Maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like this is more or less institutions knowing kind of what's coming here. Like this is This is institutional bullishness on XRP. Hey, sorry guys. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Yeah, RIP. Rest in peace. Now I'm back. Sorry. I got the blue screen of death. But I'm back. Let me know if everything is still here. Yeah, super RIP. But I think I'm back. All right. Are we still live on here too? No, we just no, it stopped. All right, I'm still live on Twitch apparently. Okay, let's see. Sorry guys, like my computer keeps rugging me so hard. It rugs me so hard sometimes. I get mega rugged by my computer. All right, so today, top 100 best performers: Caspa, Radium, Lido DAO, IOTA, AI16Z, XDC. What else did pretty well? That was kind of up there. Gala 8%. XRP 9%. Kirby 078 said, "Thank God I'm going back in XRP today." Yeah, I mean, so at this point, you kind of have to just get what the price you're going to get, because I mean, if XRP is going to kind of go bullishly into this altcoin run and be one of the top 5 performers, like if it's going to be one of the top 5 performers, then buying it at $2 or anywhere between where we came from, because look, I mean, XRP was down for a while and then finally it kind of started to pick up. It really had a time for people to accumulate. If you really want to be honest, if we want to be honest with ourselves, we had plenty of time to accumulate XRP at decent levels. I mean, basically, if you want to go back to let's just go back to 2023 and just analyze 2023 from a point where it peaked at like 91 cents and then just kind of just didn't go anywhere up until November of last year. Literally had plenty of time right here. 48 cents. Like, we've all been looking at XRP. We're all making fun of it. It all going through, not making fun. I wouldn't say making fun of it. No, we don't say that. We were all probably just frustrated with how beat up XRP was getting with the SEC. But then finally we were getting bullish news that they were actually doing better than what the mainstream media and what we were being led to believe. That they were actually winning the case, and that there was actually bullish sentiment that they were actually going to, on more of the side, win the case with the SEC. And so the more that started to break, we were starting to get a little bit more of a tick. Okay, people started to get a little bit more interested, but still wasn't like pushing it up, wasn't pushing the price up substantially. But then we see something like this. We get more bullish news with XRP, with the stable coin. We get all this stuff with the more bullish news with the SEC, with the case. And it just started to go. So now at this point, I think we can maybe call these levels bye-bye. And if it hadn't dumped already back down to these levels, because if the whales in the XRP army were going to dump on all of our heads at this point, they would have already done it. sending this damn thing right back down to 90 cents and $1. Starts sounding like crypto face. Right back down to $1 XRP. But at this point, it's just pumping, but it didn't. So okay. So if they're gonna let this thing to keep running, if they're gonna really let this thing keep going, then they might as well let it go and let it run. But there are going to be I think there are going to be opportunities where you can probably maybe still get maybe a better 5x, maybe a 10, maybe closer to a 10. I would say Pepe, if you're going from 7 to 40 billion, I think in this particular run, you could probably do a little bit better with Pepe. I could be absolutely crazy and insane for saying that. Now I'm not crazy for saying that. I think Crow, with its market cap and what it has down the pipe for this coming year, for what it has and what it's offering and what I know people and normies like and what is on their radar, the normies and the retail love sports betting. Love it. That's all they like to do. They love sports betting and getting their NFL draft pick, whatever. I personally don't do that, but a lot of people like doing it. And so combine that with a crypto app where you can hold crypto, have cash, sports bet, strike option leverage, and all those things. I'm going to bet that the Crow ecosystem and the Crow token is going to do really well. And the fact that the CEO, I just keep mentioning this, met with Trump, super bullish, and they were like super smiley and handshaky. So I think they probably talked about something super bullish, but I don't know. It just made me want to buy more Crow, get more into the Crow ecosystem. I think this thing is going to do really, really well. The Crow token could go up 800%, like easy. So if you're wanting something to kind of keep your eye on as a high performer in terms of an ecosystem token that's kind of linked with a lot of stuff, definitely keep Crow on the radar for sure. Not telling you to buy any. Just want you to do some research and start to kind of look around what Crow's doing compared to other exchanges. You look at the price action of Crow and what it did in the previous runs. It can do some stuff. It can really, really do some stuff. You can see the strength of how it's been able to get up back here. Push up. I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern here. Think we're due for getting at least back up to our all-time highs, which is a 600% move to the upside. So with something like this, I'm looking at like a 10. I'm looking at a 10x or more here in the next year or two. I am not crazy to say that Crow could easily get to $1. Yeah. I'm the same too, Headband. Like, I don't want to just buy any token because it might do what, like, I'm going off of like specific things. Like, I really know that because I've been burned and like have learned my lesson on certain things now. So I think that this particular cycle where we have the opportunities to take those profits this time or be in these specific tokens, like, I'm picking the strong tokens like Dogecoin and Pepe or the strong, like, meme cult stuff, culty community stuff like the ticker Bitcoin and Ponky. The really strong exchange, I think my personal opinion, I think one of the strongest exchanges with the token being Crow. Then you can go, and then I just want to really make sure that, because Solana at this point, I think it could get to $1,000, but that's like really like pushing it. You know, if we're gonna be honest, like I think Solana between 600 to 800. So if you're looking at Solana, you're like, okay, everyone, you know, if you're in crypto, you're gonna have some Solana. You can have a little bit of Solana, and from right here, we go up to 600, which or you know, close to 900, maybe, you know, look, we get to 900. That's really good. That's probably top peak of the market. 400% move to the upside. Okay. So for Solana, so max, that's about max of what I think you're probably going to get with Solana. And I even think that, like I said, I use the example of Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin has like way more upside potential. I could be crazy. It is a little similar. It's not way far off. Like, because I think pushing $1 is like easy, but you know, going up to 463%, that's still, I think, possible that it could outperform Solana. And then we have to bring Ethereum into the mix of this. What is, like, how much Ethereum are you holding? Are you betting that Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin during this run, which means it would have to go 10K or more, way more. So yeah, you can do this with SHIB. What do you think? Do you think SHIB is going to, by breaking or even going back to its all-time highs, is going to outperform or perform better than some of these things that are under it? It going back up to its all-time highs, 307% move to the upside. You know, some of these altcoins that I'm holding, if they do get back to their all-time highs or close to it, then we are in an average of between 400 and 600%. But what are you looking for? Are you happy with the 5x? Are you happy with the 10x? I think we should be grateful for whatever gains we are presented and not be too greedy, because the moment that you start to be super greedy and you're like, well, I was waiting for a 10x to take profits, but what if 5x was it? What if that was it? And you were waiting for your 10x because you're being too greedy and your whole portfolio is 5x. And hey, what if your portfolio 5x is that means that you have now $60,000 or $70,000, $80,000 extra of profits that you could potentially take. Are you going to take those? Are you going to actually be happy with said gains? Because it all depends on what your emotions are, because if you're not happy, that could be the difference of you actually not having any gains at all, because you're waiting for a specific number. Now, I do have some specific times and numbers and things that I would feel comfortable and good about taking some profits or seeing what happens, for sure. Because like I said, I think this January, February, March area. If I can go back to the tweet, it's this one. Oh, I don't know. You guys got it. That's so ridiculous. That's how people throw out their coins in the bull run when they get too scared. They're like, I gotta sell this now. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Crypto T. We gotta get Crypto T on the live stream. Everyone, go to Crypto T's X account and send her a message to say, you want to come on Dano Crypto's live stream? She'll be like, no, you creep. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, this is what I want to find. Check this out. Here's the origins of the proof of work coins from yesteryear of the old lore, actually before Dogecoin. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there was something called barbecue coin that was actually the first meme coin. Created in 2012, July 2012. Then we had Lucky Coin, grandfather of Dogecoin, which was actually made by the creator of Dogecoin, based off of the from what I'm understanding and trying to remember, Farmville. The coins in Farmville. And then out of that birthed Dogecoin in 2013. And then the first cat, this is obviously the first dog meme coin. And then first cat meme coin was Catcoin. Pretty crazy, huh? Now, this is the tweet I wanted to show you guys. So, could we be doing this? Could we be repeating or rhyming a little bit of what happened in January, February, and March with Ethereum and the rest of the market when we had that altcoin season? Are we going to be having that? Is that going to be coming down the pipe? Well, I think we're gearing up for it. I think we're definitely gearing up for it. As you can see here, this was that area that we were talking about. This area right here. I think we're sitting at actually really key support. If you look at this, if you're looking at that area, you highlight these areas of support. If you just bring it over, we're basically right sitting at those key areas, excuse me, of support, which could send us flying into another altcoin season tester here. You could see kind of that's what happened. You had a pump up here in December. Before that, January. You can see here, December, we had a really nice pump with Bitcoin, and then also with the altcoins, and then boom. And now we're back into this area of consolidation where I think we're going to be pumping and doing this right here. Going into February and March, I think it's going to get crazy, guys. I think it's going to get pretty crazy. Oh, we're in the green. This trade was down. Was was down like 50-something, 60%. So it's nice to see it in the green. Excuse me, guys. Solana trades in the green. Is BTC coming alive? Yes. All right. Yeah, we're pumping. I think that's what's happening. We're getting some bullish, pumpy stuff happening right now with Bitcoin here tonight. So let's go. All right, so here's a good chart to show you guys where this is what I think is going to be happening here over the next couple months, is kind of trading up into January, out of January and February into the $140,000 ranges. We'll kind of consolidate a little bit. We're going to establish kind of a new floor here with Bitcoin at about, maybe we're probably pumped about 140. We'll crash a little bit. Maybe we even go sideways and, create basically another consolidation floor. Because if you look at this, we did this, and then, we went, and then now we're kind of consolidating. So if you go from there, and we did this, if we do, do this kind of same thing. I don't want to say the same length, but maybe here, 145. Go to 145 right here, going into February. Consolidate a little bit. And then into March, that's when we just really start to cook it. Because we start to go like this. We go up. Go up again. I can see that happening. But what I'm trying to show you guys is that this is ultimately where I think we're going to be headed for the, this post halving year. We're not even a full year out of it, because you got to wait till April. Then we're a full year out of it. But that's 365 days. But if you were to actually count 500 days, which is usually the average of where the peaks happen, I think the peak is going to happen right here in September at 500, about 500,000 per Bitcoin. Yeah, about right up here, in around September. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, guys. My throat and my voice sounds like absolute trash. I think it's time to end it, because my voice is going down. But I do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. If every single one of you that is currently viewing this live stream right now on YouTube, and you're wondering why you can't see my face, is because midstream my computer crashed, and then it desynced my camera. So, but if you could just do me a super solid and destroy the like button before you leave, that would be amazing. And also check out all of the links in the description. Do what you will with those links. We got links for, let's see, let's actually go. Let's check out these links. Let's check out these things. Let's see if they're clickable. Let's see if they're linkable. All right, we got the COINFLARE, we got PHEMEX, we got OURBIT. Showed you guys, look, this was the trade where we had the trade open for dogecoin on COINFLARE, and then we have the Solana trade open on PHEMEX. So if you guys want to put in some similar trades, then you can do so with those amazing links. You get also, you get trading bonuses and referral sign up bonuses by using those links. And then we also have crypto.com links and Coinbase. You guys get free Bitcoin by signing up with those referral links. Make sure you also have a NORD VPN. And also just want to remind you guys that the tickets for the Bitcoin conference are increasing this week. So they're going to increase Friday. So you have basically up until Friday to get these prices for the Bitcoin conference. And so if you want to get cheap Bitcoin conference tickets for Las Vegas for May 27th through the 29th, put in my code Dano and you will get 10% off the tickets. And if you get a ticket and you're there, you'll see me there. So then we'll get to hang out. It'll be really cool. So I'd love to see you guys. It was really awesome in Nashville. We got to see a lot of cool people that have been watching the channel for a little while. And so it was a cool opportunity to meet some people in person and hang out and walk around the town, and just it was a great experience. So we'd love to have that similar experience in Las Vegas this time, and we can go out with a bang. It'll be really fun. But yeah, so make sure you guys are checking that out. And then also just visit the website and yeah, just continue to come into the live streams and hit the like button and share this with a friend. And we will see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you so much. And GN, good night. Good night. GN and GM, all the GMs and GNs. Peace.